Very important, age, income, health. That gives me all the details that I need to know for my presentation, for the numbers. And so once we get there, I'm gonna have a really easy time basically giving them all that info. Now, right after fact finding, now we've got all the ammo that we need basically to get them into a position where we can make a presentation make sense, right? If you're doing final expense at this point, you know a few things. You know whether it's cremation or burial. You know, I'm gonna ask that question within somewhere in here. Are you going for cremation or burial? They say burial. You say, okay, how much does that cost? They say $15,000. It's like, all right, they want $15,000 of coverage. Got it. Now I have their expectation of what they want. If it's mortgage protection and they say, you know, if I say, you know, most people we work with, they're looking around to make sure that the family doesn't have to deal with the financial pressure that the bank's gonna leave on them. Is that kind of what you wanted as well? Like I say that somewhere in my intro at the top here. And they say yes, I'm like, okay, I know that that's their expectation of what we're going through. If they reply, yeah, and I want 100,000 in coverage, and they're 78 years old to either kind of lead or whatever, now I'm like, all right, I have to start to break down their expectation as I go if they can't get qualified for that, right? So I have to determine what's their expectation and what they can actually get. Like, I have to make these blend and be like, you know, most people, you know, when they say they want big coverage amounts, you know, that's a direction we can go. I'm not sure it's the one that'll make the most sense for you. And a way that I can break that expectation is right after this, I like to do a few things.